And welcome back. So we hollowed out the top part of the
temple.
Were you just trying to flood me down there? Oh jeez, there isn't actually even water in there anymore. We won't be able to get out. No, bad.
Flood the lying. It's a new game.
Bad co-hosts, bad. So we cleared out the water in the top part of the pyramid. So we've now got a nice little home away from home. You're really trying for that, aren't you?
It's a bit drippy though.
A little bit.
Yeah. So what's the next topic?
Well, the question is, do we want to keep looking for the boat, or do we want to check out the village nearby
You're the one who has the coordinates.
Oh, hello! No, I can't get back up.
Oh, I just got a text message.
Alright, I'm stuck here now. That's just sad. Thank you.
That was the last of my pickaxe, too.
Well, that's not good.
No, I have an axe.
Well, we can, I can make a furnace and get you some more iron.
If you have any wood, that's mostly what I need. I already have iron from the chests. So, do we want to check out the village, or just start immediately looking for the boat again?
Where is the village?
It's directly at the back here.
Yep.
Just through the door to the left. There we go. New pickaxe. So, you found, if I recall, a blacksmith around here?
Yeah, there's a blacksmith, but he only had 2 iron ingots, some iron boots, some iron leggings, and an iron sword. By the way, Darzzr, could you, you got some chests, didn't you?
Yeah.
Could you put those down? And we can set our spawn here if we want to.
We haven't got any wool.
Oh, yes, we do. This is a temple.
Of course it is.
Yep. Plenty of wool.
There we go.
Oh, it's a pity we got here after all of these crops despawned.
Well, yeah.
We could have gotten some potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
And some carrots.
That would have been good.
Village, where is it? Oh, there it is. Well, it's huge.
Yeah.
Fallaron never mentioned that it was big.
Yeah, I'm not that easily impressed by large things. All right, I'm making a bed here.
I don't know where to take that joke. Except possibly to prison for being inappropriate.
There we go.
I think we can't be too far off from the boat.
The bed is made.
No, he said the boat.
Sometimes I think Darzzr really needs an ear exam.
An ear exam? I think
an earring?
I think it needs an ear aid.
Oh, can't sleep. What
Too
time
bright?
is it?
Too many monsters?
Oh, the sun just went up. Crap.
Oh yeah, I can see it. That's a pity. Yeah, I think if we head a bit south, we'll probably hit the boat somewhere.
Isn't that going back from where we came?
Little bit, yes, but no one ever said this trip was going to be a straight line.
You did.
Alright.
I never said it was going to be a straight line.
Yes, you did. You said it was going to be a perfect straight line, as sure as a laser beam shooting out from the back of the Dome 3.
I definitely never said that.
You probably said it without realising.
You never said what?
I will have to review the footage and see whether I said that.
What did you not say?
He never said that.
Anything about a laser beam, for one.
Alright.
He talks about nothing else but laser beams. And that's why it's called Laser in Bedmon, you know.
Laser in bed.
That sounds like something very different.
Oh my god, laser gun, pew pew.
You don't want to pew pew in bed, that's just messy.
Yeah. Where you at, Darzzr?
I'm exploring the village.
Alright, because this guy is just leaving here. And I'm like caught in the middle. I don't know who I should stay with.
Where am I going now?
Tension is rising in the camp.
Past the temple again. Yeah. There's a total fight going on.
This is big, isn't it?
Yep.
That's what she said.
You weren't kidding.
Yeah.
That's also what she said.
Yeah. I thought you were exaggerating when you said how big it was.
It's not getting better.
We're like, that's our whole conversation we're doing right there.
That's not a conversation because nobody's saying anything to her instead. She's just saying it.
Yeah, true. Just go straight, Darz. Keep going. We're standing on a hill, watching you.
Always watching. The hills have their eyes, you know.
Creepy, creepy, creepy.
So on the note of creepy,
More to your left, Darzzr.
No, I'm following the lamp.
Yeah, but that's the lamps back to the camp. You want to be with the lamps that are going towards wherever we're going now.
Oh, we going back? Okay.
No, we're not going back.
Where are we going then?
the boat, ideally.
Get into a fence thing so I can... Can you see me over here?
Yeah.
Alright, this is where we're going. So a little more to the left. To the left, to the left.
To the right, to the right.
Don't confuse them.
I know, it's too easy to do. So on the
I
note
don't
of
wash
the
my
topic for
hair
today-
in pee.
Oh boy.
There we go. You held
was wondering
that
how long that was gonna
back
take.
just in case.
Alright, well if you're censoring half of the first episode of this session, I'm going to censor this one.
Yeah, we should do that. We should find something to offend Fallaron with in the third one. Oh no, he wouldn't be able to bleep it. He won't have time.
That's a little below the belt.
Oh.
But on the notes of something to discuss for this episode, while we're looking for this missing boat, how about some strange and unsolved events in history?
Wait, the boat is missing. I see the boat!
Where?
To your left.
To my left or to Lying's left?
Oh, Lying's left. I mean, like...
Oh, I can see you anyway, so that makes sense.
Yeah, just keep going. Lying, basically, if you put down a fence and, you know, step into it, you'll see it. It's very close to where you are.
So, famous unsolved things from history.
Yep. Well, I have a list of things for
Well,
this.
go on, bring up some.
Okay, so...
Because I did, well, it
Brazil-
wasn't completely unsolved, but I did bring up the possibility of Robert the Doll as well, didn't I, when we were chatting?
Oh, yes.
But anyway.
Well, in 1966, in Brazil, the bodies of two men were found by an 18-year-old flying his kite. Both
In the
men
sky?
Were found... No, on the ground, I presume.
Oh, is this the
Both
one where they
men
were in
found-
masks?
Yes, wearing lead masks, usually worn when trying to avoid radiation.
I think... Oh.
And they had a
Get out
note
of
by
there.
them
Die.
saying, didn't they? Or there was a timer thing saying that they had to take their pills at a particular time and then wait in this field.
The only possessions they had on them, other than their clothes, was an empty water bottle, 2 packaged towels, and a notebook saying 16:30 hours, be at determined place. 18:30 hours, swallow capsules after effect, protect metals, wait for mask signals. So here's a question: what do we think they were doing?
They were probably mentally ill. I've heard this story before, and I think I can't think of what other reason there would possibly be. I mean, they could have thought they were waiting for a UFO or something, and it
guys
just
following
went
me?
wrong. Because
I'm
obviously,
following your light,
I mean,
so I presume so.
was there an autopsy that said what was in the pills they took?
I don't think so. No. It's one of those. Holy smeg! I can see the boat.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those situations, is it?
Wow.
Oh, there's a drown.
bugger.
Damn. Did you set spawn?
Well,
no,
only
we couldn't
back
because
at
it
the
was
house.
night.
It doesn't matter anyway, because I think we're equidistant, aren't we? So all I have to do is follow the thing back again. I just need to get another bucket.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick up as much of your stuff as I can, but it looks like we're gonna have to lose a couple of things because I've got a full inventory now.
Well, go away from there and then wait for me to retrace my
Oh,
steps.
hang on,
All right.
I know.
No.
There's probably going to be chests in the
I'll
boat.
get out of the boat then.
Well, that's an interesting glitch. Your smelter is going absolutely crazy.
Define crazy.
I'm tempted to say you'll have to watch the video, but I think you might have to because I wonder if this is on client side. But basically, the it's fixed itself now. The topmost chest cart was just going backwards and forwards, following its normal path, but
Ow.
about 3 blocks off.
Did you just punch me?
No, there's...
It was 3
skellies.
blocks into the air. It was bizarre.
Eh? Where are the skellies? How can there be skellies?
There are no skellies. Let's
Water
teleport, Darzzr.
No!
Oh my god. I just opened the chat and it says right there, Darzzr teleported Darzzr to Fallaron.
Oh,
But that was in the break when we
People
weren't
saw
filming.
it. Yeah. So he's okay with cheating outside the thing.
no, we're not. We're not. We're not. We're not.
There's
Ignore that.
chests.
Just put a black bar over it. No one will ever know.
Oh, yep, chests.
And we didn't
Especially
actually
since-
go out in creative mode after the last session and look for the ship either, so we have no idea where it was.
We didn't,
No.
actually.
Did you?
You didn't, Fallaron.
Ooh,
Yeah,
cocoa
I didn't,
beans,
I know
gold
I
ingots,
did.
whole ton of coal, whole ton of iron.
well,
Pumpkin
sod it then.
seeds over there.
What do we have over here?
Okay.
There you go. Behind you.
Okay, well,
Oh,
oddly enough, my next unsolved story does actually involve a boat.
Well, we only ever heard my opinion of what happened.
Melon seeds. We have melon seeds. Russia, 1959. 9 ski hikers set out on an adventure. None came back alive. Upon discovery, their tent was said to be ripped open down the one side, from the inside, with all belongings still inside. Footprints led to 2 bodies who were only dressed in their underwear, with signals pointing to a tree nearby having been climbed.
what?
Two other bodies were found in positions suggesting they were heading back to their tent, and over the next 2 months, 4 other bodies were discovered, seemingly wearing the clothes of the first bodies that were discovered. 3 bodies had fatal injuries, yet no external injuries showing a struggle, while 1 other member seemed to be missing her tongue.
Probably eaten by a wild animal. They usually
6
go
died
for the
of
soft flesh.
No, 6 died of hypothermia, and their clothes also tested positive for high doses of radiation.
I'm going for.
I've seen a pretty good
flesh-eating
analysis of that one, actually.
Russian.
And the main problem, well, I mean, the first thing, with them being in their underwear, it's a well-known thing that when people are dying of cold exposure, there is this thing called paradoxical undressing, where they, for some reason, decide to take off their clothes irrationally. And so it's quite likely that these people were just, dying of the cold anyway.
Was that a gasp there?
That was a guess.
Fallaron's just been looking at pictures of naked people.
Nope, I just found a couple of eggs. Spawn eggs. I think we
Oh.
have them already, though.
Wow,
What are they?
tons
Chicken,
of gold.
cow, sheep, and pig.
Where were those?
They're in the back of the ship, like in the.
Oh, in the captain's quarters?
Yeah, basically.
We still need to renovate this thing.
Are we renovating it?
Oh, we're gonna have to. It'd be a shame not to, really.
Okay.
It's kind of a U-boat now.
Fallaron
That
will
didn't take long to get back to it.
Yeah.
What? No. That's just a German word for submarine.
Yes, invented in World War II.
No.
Actually, no, they weren't, were they?
Oh? Oh, yes, there was a bit of development before then, wasn't
There
there?
was.
Yeah, the Confederate States actually had a U-boat. Well, they didn't have a U-boat; they had a submarine.
Yeah, they had a full U-boat from World War II.
Yeah.
Traveled back
Yeah,
into-
no, they had this thing that was, I think, extremely leaky, and it kind of had a long pole in front at its
That's what she
tip,
said.
and they.
Are you referring to the pedal-powered pushboat that was manned by midgets?
No, I'm referring to something that is real.
No, that was
Well-
a thing during like the American Civil War.
Is it? Well,
Yeah.
this one, as far as I know,
Was better.
was manned
Quite
by
probably.
soldiers, and they had an explosive tip
What,
on
the
that
soldiers?
pole that they were.
The soldiers with an explosive tip.
And they
That would
were
be
they
uncomfortable,
tried to ram like Union ships, but I'm not even sure if it worked or not. I can't really tell you that.
You weren't there.
I wasn't there. No, I was
You weren't
otherwise
there, man.
I
You
was
weren't
otherwise engaged at the time.
Who were you engaged to?
I was engaged to a Russian.
Archduke Ferdinand.
No,
Yeah.
no, I didn't like the Hungarians. No, I was engaged to a Russian Tsar's daughter.
You weren't Rasputin, weren't they? Were you?
No.
Raw
He came
Fallaron.
after. Raw Fallaron. All right. So this boat, I have to say, there's still a lot of stuff in this one. I have to say, surprisingly, not so awesome.
Huh? What were you expecting?
Well, I don't
He's
know.
expecting the end of the game, I think.
Spawners, explosions, stuff.
No.
Well, no, that's
Oh,
the
it's
kind
not
that's the
bad.
kind of thing that I would put in the boat if I was making this map. Which I've actually had a lot of fun working with at the moment, because I've been making the Delta map for the Delta Squid guys.
Yes, I've seen your many tweets on this.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I was working on a boss mob.
You're-
Oh, I was working on a boss mob today.
Your many tweets is very nicely put.
Yeah, your incessant tweets.
that we all really like to read.
I have over
Yeah.
like 13,000 tweets. It'd be
Yeah,
it
just
wouldn't
about
really
the
be.
Delta map.
Well, not just about the Delta map. Partially about the Delta
Every
map. Yes.
single line of code that he writes, and every single block he places, he puts a tweet about it.
I placed the block! Yay!
It
Talking
was a
about
brilliant
this-
block I've just placed.
Once this episode is done, we should totally make a map together.
This episode.
No,
Episode.
it's
That's sudden.
Yeah, let's just abandon this and make a map.
yeah, let's do it.
Team Waterlogged does Atlantis. The map.
There we go.
It's a survival map though, so I don't really think it would be particularly in its character if they just suddenly included an abandoned boat full of mobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even
Yes.
default Minecraft now has temples and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we found one in the course of the last episode.
Didn't have anything in it, but yeah.
Well, it had some stuff in it. Oh, well, there is the jungle temples. Those are a bit closer, I think.
Yeah, they are. I always think they're a bit half-assed, aren't they, the jungle temples? Because it wouldn't be that hard to write some code to actually generate different. Oh, well, I mean,
Setups.
they've done this in mods. Yeah, different setups, different puzzles.
Mm.
Well, at the very least, and it really wouldn't be very difficult to make it so that the piston puzzle that you have to go through to get one of the loot chests was not the same combination every
I
single
know,
time.
but it
I
just.
mean, I could make that, no problem.
There are some great Minecraft mod coders out there, and it seems to me that Mojang just don't take advantage of them.
Yeah, they could involve a couple more. I mean, there's people out there who actually managed to make the things that Mojang made better. You know,
Yep.
so
there's a few of
they
those.
work in a way that makes sense, and they're just not using them. They probably should.
I'm trying to figure out which one of these rooms at the back is the smallest.
So, Lying, what was your view of the guys in the metal masks?
I think the radiation probably explains it. Quite probably there was a bit of neural deterioration once that set in. But beyond that, it's a bit of a mystery to me as well. I'm not really sure.
So
Alright, I'm gonna try and air pocket one of these rooms so we can have a bit of breathing space. Pun not intended. Oh, I kill me. I am so funny.
yeah.
Have you got another unexplained mystery that we can solve?
Yep, 1 second before I drown. Another boating one. The SS Urang Medan
Heard of that?
from Indonesia in 1942.
What happened to it?
Distress messages were picked up from the Dutch ship, which included all officers, including captain, are dead, lying in chart room and bridge, possibly whole crew dead. Followed by some Morse code, which was indecipherable, and finally the message, I die. Upon finding the undamaged ship, it was littered with corpses, including a dog, which were reported to be in terrified postures, apparently with no visible signs of any sort of injuries on any of the bodies.
Toxic mold.
You're calling toxic mold?
Yep.
No, he's just saying it.
He's a big fan of the new Toxic Mold album.
Yeah, he is. Toxic mold, yes!
Yeah. No, I think
But,
they inhaled some stuff that they shouldn't have.
You can explain anything with that.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
No, the toxic mold. I mean,
What specifically are you even referring to there? Are you saying
think he's
like
going
there was a
further.
hallucinogen or there was a poison?
yeah,
or
I
what?
think the toxic mold was working as a hallucinogen and
Legit.
Made them scared.
Made them what? Sorry.
Scared.
Oh, scared. I thought you said it made them into scamps.
Yeah, because that would make sense.
It was a little
To be fair, we're talking an unsolved mystery, so anything's possible.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Same idea?
What do you mean?
Do you have a different idea of besides toxic mold to the cause here?
Well, it's difficult if they are
fine.
all found. I mean, my first thing would be to check if the sources are reliable.
Well, yes,
yeah.
I'm going back to the base. Oh crap! No, I'm not.
Well, he's going back to the library to check what we have in our store.
We
About
need
this
to
particular-
set up the library. Where are you guys at? Have you left the boat and me with
Well,
it?
Loing
No,
has sealed himself in to a little private
Copy hole.
love chamber, I suppose.
The head.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to clear out a room here so that, not unlike the temple, we can have a little base around.
I'm wondering, how large is this map?
I haven't got the exact scalings on it, so I don't really know.
God dang it! I'm gonna drown, aren't I?
What are you doing, Darzzr?
I'm helping.
By flooding me?
Well, I'm making space.
Well, yeah. I can't see you guys. Are you in
So,
the
yeah, maybe we
in the
should
back?
just,
Yeah, there you are.
Have you got another unsolved mystery? Because we seem to be getting through these quite quickly.
Toxic mold, zombies.
I was originally planning on this, using this subject for whilst we were looking
Okay,
for the
all right.
boat.
Who do you think killed JFK? That's an
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Do you
And
agree,
friends.
Fallaron?
And friends.
And friends.
And friends.
Yeah,
You think he had accomplices?
yeah.
Reasoning?
It's just too much that doesn't add up, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure that he had something to do with it.
Naturally, since, he was arrested with the gun.
Ah, but was he? Because there's evidence that the gun... I mean, officers on the scene suggested that the gun that he was arrested with wasn't the gun they found actually in the scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. You didn't like that wool, huh?
There you go.
The thing for me is, what's it called? The
Have you got any
magic bullet.
food?
Oh, not the magic bullets.
Come on.
I don't think you even need to go down the magic bullet road to suggest there might
Not
be
even with
oddities.
the evidence that they presented afterwards to explain the magic bullet is the magic bullet.
The magic
Like-
bullet is a myth.
Well, how do you explain that?
How do I explain what exactly?
That
What
one
is magical
bullet-
about the
one
bullets?
bullet is supposed to make, I don't know, 7 different changes in path.
No, I think it's...
You are aware that humans have this rigid skeletal thing that things can bounce off, right?
Yes.
Well, apart from anything else, though, a lot of people don't understand the positioning of the people in the car at the time. And it isn't how people intuitively think the seating in a car should be, because this was a part of a presidential motorcade. I mean, you can look up stuff on this online.
Yeah, these days.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
But basically,
let's
the way the bullet passed is actually a lot more understandable if you look at how the seating in the car was actually arranged, as opposed to how seating in a typical car is arranged.
I love the sheer sense of vitriol you say typical car with there.
Yeah, typical cars. Idiots.
Don't know how to drive themselves and all this.
Well, I did do that free online, Google car course, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I think of current cars with human drivers as being an insult to human intelligence.
I think of them more as being an insult to human safety, personally.
Well, that's the same thing.
Wait, what are we talking about? Modern day cars are an insult to safety?
Yeah.
Have you not seen the death figures that modern cars are resulting in?
Wow. That's just because there's a lot more people driving.
And they're all idiots, more or less.
Think?
We're not good at driving cars.
Well, I am so far. Knock on wood. I've never had an accident.
You've never stopped for somebody to find out your name, is what you mean.
What?
You've never been caught. Is
Never
what
been-
he's
not
saying.
yet.
Nope. So far, it went pretty well.
I'll just dump this stuff in here.
Right, well, this room's nearly cleared out. So we have a nice forward base at the boat and the temple.
What about Robert the Doll? Then shall we talk about Robert the Doll?
Oh, that creepy thing.
What is Robert the Doll?
Okay.
Darzzr, you can feed this one.
Obviously,
I can
doll.
do this one because it's been long enough that I can't remember the details. No, it was that guy called Eugene Otto, wasn't he, the artist,
Yes.
who was given this doll. Apparently, was it by a maid at the house?
It was by a maid who'd been let go, and she
Yeah.
used it to curse him. I think that was the exact story.
And yeah, she gave him this doll that was alleged to have voodoo properties, and he would spend hours talking to this doll alone. And people that were in the house said that they heard it speak, and its facial expressions changed, and that people outside the house would see it moving around on its own in the house.
Interesting.
And when he died, basically, I mean, the doll still exists, and it's now
Yeah,
stored in a
it's
museum.
it's in fairly good keep.
It's in
as well.
good nick, and it's in this museum. Well, I think every so often it's switched between two museums. They kind of have it on a timeshare.
Yes, they occasionally move it around, and they purport that there are strange goings on.
They
whenever
do, and that you have to ask the doll's permission before you photograph it, and it will sort of nod its head. And we said, didn't we, Lying, that we should ask the doll's permission before we record?
Yes, we did say that. Unfortunately, we didn't.
We did.
So, if we're dead by the time we finish this recording, you know what's happened.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna
I
get
think- I
uploaded.
He's
think-
supposed to nod his head if permission is granted.
Yeah, and there was also, I think, the exact root of its possession was that it was owned by an artist who was given to it by a fired maid of some kind.
Wait,
Yeah.
the artist was given to the doll?
No, the doll was given to the artist.
I'm like, what?
Now you look at
Unfortunately, it transpires that the doll has acquired better fame than the artist.
yeah.
Um,
He doesn't even have
Yeah,
a
that
Wikipedia.
sucks. That
Hold on.
sucks for the
No, the artist doesn't even have a
Actual
Wikipedia,
Wikipedia
but the
page.
doll does. And it then left his attention, I think, when he died, and it was then in like an attic room. So
Yep.
the people who then owned his
Yeah.
house inherited it effectively.
Mhm.
And the girl of that family who had the doll claimed like multiple things, like that it kept talking to her, and at one point it even attacked her.
Yes.
Oh, Chucky.
Effectively.
Yeah.
That's basically what this whole thing sounds
That's what
like.
it boils down to. And there's been a few people who've done things on it, but one interesting thing that I came across was Adam the Woo, the Urbex guy. He did a...
Urbex, for those who don't know, is urban exploration.
he did talk about it in the last session, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He...
but we know there aren't people who are watching it on the basis that we haven't received any fan art.
Yeah, we're still waiting for fan art.
Yeah.
And also to find out what T means in the context of prog. But there's... I forgot what I was saying now. Oh, yeah, Adam the Woo did this video about...
Before you find your thought again, I'm going to go back to the base and put the spawn eggs in storage back there. Anything else you want me to bring or leave here? I got iron with me. I got melon seed.
If you can bring back a bed, that'd be good.
Well, we've got wood and wool here, haven't we?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
just
yeah,
going to
so
say.
So we do. Do you have the wool? I presume
Go
there's some
get
wool
some.
since you've been renovating the area.
Look up. It's in the ceiling.
Yes, that's a fantastic place to start poking holes.
Oh, that's alright. Just put a cobblestone in there.
I love that we've got this little water elevator. So Darzzr, you were saying about wool? About wool?
I don't know what... He's that Minecraft.
Wool was later.
He's he did this video basically visiting the museum and also attempted to get into the artist house, but he was refused permission. Normally he doesn't ask permission, it's the Urbex way, but he
Yep.
oh, I've got 3 wool now. But he went into the museum to see Robert the doll and the usual thing, ask permission, but as he approached the doll, interestingly, in the background he picked up the sound of children playing. Ooh, and it stopped immediately that he asked the doll permission.
I think that's good. I think assuming that it was possible for there to be children playing nearby, I think that's probably just coincidence.
Oh, you have to ruin everything, don't you? You scientists. Fun is not permitted. But
Fun is permitted.
it's just an interesting side note in the video, because the video basically just goes over the history and he tries to get into the place, but it was just he points this out in the video. But he does some good videos, Adam the Woo, so he should you go and see him, and he's been banned from Disney World as well.
How has he been banned from Disney World?
Because he kept going to backstage areas, and Disney had been watching his videos.
Oh.
Oh joy.
But he carried on going.
Disney was watching his videos.
What was he doing in backstage areas?
He was just going there
Just
to make
fun.
videos.
Oh. Yep.
You know, old parts of the park that are now closed, and occasional backstage areas just to see. You know, I don't know if he ever went down into the utilidors, because some people do.
the like steam tunnels and stuff.
Well, it's more than that. It's where all the offices and the changing rooms and everything are.
Now the changing rooms, I can see there being a big legal issue with.
Well, nobody snuck into changing rooms, as far as I know. It's just that.
Well, I guarantee someone has.
Technically, in the way that Disney World was built was that the utilidors, the underground tunnels, were actually built on the surface, and the land that you walk on in Disney World is actually the stuff that was dug out from the lake. You know,
Right.
the big lake in the middle of the parks.
All right.
Ah, I see. Right. Yes.
And so the surface is actually, the second floor in American terms. And indeed, the elevators in the utilidors, they mark it like that.
That's interesting. So in this episode, we have found a boat. We have secured a desert temple void base. We have discussed Nazism, various things to wash your tea in, and various unresolved mysteries of history.
Wait, you're washing your tea? Did I just hear that right? You're washing tea?
Possibly.
Are you
I'm
washing your
drowsy and
It's tea
sick.
and pee is what it is.
That's how that relates. All right.
That's
I
how
get
that
it now.
works.
Well, anyways, we shall catch you in the next episode.
Yep. See you then. Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and or a favorite. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to be notified of future updates. You can also check out the website where most other content is uploaded. That's all for now. Catch you later.